Now we will see this spinocerebellar tract. So this spinocerebellar tract carries unconscious proprioceptions from muscle. See, this carries information from muscle, spindle, Golgi tendon organ, joint capsule, from all these to the cerebellum. Clear? Now we will see this spinocerebellar tract in three. First is this ascending, this anterior spinocerebellar tract, in short ASCT, anterior spinocerebellar tract. Another is this posterior spinocerebellar tract, PSCT, and third one is cuneo-cerebellar tract. Clear? So in this slide we will talk about this anterior and posterior. In the next slide we will talk about this cuneo-cerebellar tract. So this spinocerebellar tract, it works on the concept of two neurons. So two neuron concept is first order and the second order. Clear? So we can see the first order neuron, this from this dorsal root of ganglion to here in the posterior horn up to the Clark's column, and from here this is the first order, and from here to this till the part where it terminates in the cerebellum is the second order. So this is for this anterior spinocerebellar tract, and this is for the posterior spinocerebellar tract. Clear? First we will see this posterior spinocerebellar tract. So here we can see the first order neurons, the cell bodies we can see in the dorsal root of ganglion. So this posterior one take the input from trunk and lower limb. So the fiber of this posterior one ascend from this L2 or L3, lumbar 2 or lumbar 3 level. Clear? Now let's see the path of this posterior spinocerebellar tract. So here we can see this is the cell body. This primary first order neuron enter at the posterior horn here in the spinal cord, and then here we see at the Clark's column it takes turn and enter in the white matter, and in the white matter at the periphery, here at the periphery posterior, this funiculus, posterior lateral funiculus, it ascend up, and at the different level of the spinal cord, that is up from this T1 to L2 to L3 level, it takes the fiber and it ascend up and reaches to medulla. In the medulla, here the lateral column on its dorsal aspect, the fiber, it takes turn through this inferior cerebral peduncle. This inferior cerebral peduncle, it enter in the cerebellum and end at the vermis. Here at the vermis, this second order, and at the vermis. So it's remain ipsilateral. it remain ipsilateral. Now we will see this anterior spinocellular tract. So this tract take unconscious proprioception from lower limb. So that is the spinal cord level, caudal to L2, that is caudal to L2. Now we will see the path of ASCT. See here the cell bodies in the dorsal root of ganglion, and this first order primary one enter in this posterior horn, and in the posterior horn it relay. So this is first order. Then the second order it start, it runs direction in the anterior direction, running obliquely toward the other side. You can see running other side, that is this fiber they cross and reaches to the ventral part of this lateral panniculus, and then the fiber it ascend up. The fiber it ascend up and reaches here in the medulla. In the medulla, this ventral part of this lateral column here. Then the fiber it ascend up, reaches to the pons. So in the pons, then the fiber take turn, and through this superior cerebral peduncle, the fiber can see the second order, it terminate here in the cerebellum, and in the cerebellum at the vermal, this vermal and paravermal regions. Clear? Vermal and paravermal region. So this ASCT, first it become contralateral, then become ipsilateral. This cuneo-cerebral tract is another tract of spinocellular tract. So here it takes from this upper limb unconscious proprioception from this upper limb, and we can see here, you can see this, the spinal cord involved, this C7 and C1, and it ascend up and reaches to this accessory cuneate nucleus, and from this accessory cuneate nucleus it enter into the cerebellum through this inferior cerebral peduncle. Clear? So this tract also remain ipsilateral, and this also follow the two neuron concept. So this first order from here to here up to this accessory cuneate nucleus, this dorsal root ganglion to this accessory cuneate nucleus is the first order, and from this accessory cuneate nucleus to the cerebellum is the second order. Trigeminothalamic tract. So we will see this trigeminothalamic tract. This tract follow this three order neuron concept. So it has first order, second order and third order. So this tract take general and proprioception from face and oral cavity. So before I go in the detail of this tract, first get familiar with this nucleus. So the nucleus involved in this is mesencephalic nucleus. So this mesencephalic nucleus, and already I have explained you this mesencephalic nucleus during the lecture of the functional components of cranial nerve nuclei. There we have seen this nucleus, this mesencephalic nucleus, it has one part which is known as chief sensory nucleus. Okay, so this is a chief sensory nucleus, and the caudal one is known as spinal nucleus of fifth cranial nerve. So this is the mesencephalic nucleus, and this mesencephalic nucleus is present at the lateral wall. It is present on the this lateral wall of medulla oblongata. Clear? Of medulla oblongata. This already we have seen. Okay, now we will see here this trigeminothalamic tract. It involved two tract system. The one tract is known as this ventral, one is known as this ventral trigeminothalamic tract, and another is known as this dorsal trigeminothalamic tract. Clear? First we will see this dorsal trigeminothalamic tract. Clear? So here what we see, so this dorsal one is represented here in this green color. Clear? So we can see this is in the green color. So it take the modalities from this oral cavity and the face, and here we can see this is the trigeminal ganglia. So the cell body is at the trigeminal ganglia. So this first order neuron, it take the sensory input to the principal, or we can say chief sensory nucleus of this mesencephalic nucleus to here, and then from here the first order neuron relay at this point. Now then it ascend up. You can see this ascend up as the dorsal trigeminothalamic tract and reaches at this thalamus. So it reaches at where? It reaches at the thalamus. Now here at the thalamus we can see this thalamus, it going to relay at the thalamus. So the nucleus here is the VPM. Remember, so it often asks as in the MCQs and many, like which nucleus involved. This nucleus is the ventro-posterior-medial. Clear? In the other tracks we have seen the nucleus was ventro-posterior-lateral. So here the nucleus is ventro-posterior-medial. Now it relay here at the ventro-posterior-medial nucleus. Now from here to this third order neuron. So to here is this is second order. The third order neuron take the input here in the cortex, in the sensory cortex, to this Brodmann's area number 3, 1 and 2. Clear? Now we will see this ventral trigeminothalamic tract. So this ventral trigeminothalamic tract, you can see here, take the modalities from this face and oral cavities and reaches to this trigeminal ganglion. So in the trigeminal ganglions, then the fiber it descend and reaches here at the spinal nucleus of fifth cranial nerve to this mesencephalic nucleus. Now it relay here. So this is the first order neuron. Clear? This is the first order neuron. Now you can see, so this ventral trigeminothalamic, now the fiber after this, the second order neuron start. Now the second order neuron, it move to the other side. Clear? So it become contralateral. So this is the difference. It become contralateral. Clear? To the other side, and then it ascend up and up as a second order neuron. So now this reaches to the thalamus, and in the thalamus this ventro-posterior-medial nucleus VPM, this, and it relay at this nucleus. Now from here this third order neuron start, and finally the sensory input goes to the cerebral cortex, to the Brodmann's area number 3, 1 and 2. Clear? This how we finishes the complete lecture over the ascending tract. Now we will see, we have to go through the self-assessment over the question answer. So this give you how much you retained from its first part till now. I hope you understood well. If you have any doubt or a question, do write in the comment box. Thank you.